How to install. Remove instrument accessories and catheter arm. Catheter arm installation. Tear off the tape on the light outlet on the top of the instrument and screw the light guiding arm cylinder on it by rotating it. And note that it must be tightened, otherwise it will affect the light. Rotate and tighten the light guide arm ring to secure the light guide arm cylinder. Remove the front half of the weight first. Use the tool in the accessory bag to fix the weight to the end of the main rod of the guiding arm. Install the main rod of the light guiding arm on the light guiding arm cylinder. Rotate and tighten it. Be careful not to bump into touching the guiding arm. The guiding arm is very heavy. It is recommended that two people assist in the completion of the process. Fix the back half of the weight to the front half of the weight with a screwdriver. Install the bumper bar. Install the anti-collision rubber strip on the main rod of the light guide arm. First unscrew the screws. Then the anti-collision rubber strip is aligned with the slot, and then fixed with the screws. Pass the matching screws through the holes of the treatment head bracket. Align the screw holes of the main rod of the catheter arm and secure it by tightening it with a tool. Install the focusing head. Attach the focusing head to the light guide arm. Rotate the light guide arm connector to tighten it and place the operating head on the placing stand after mounting. Align the arrow of the cable connector of the focusing head with the arrow of the metal rod connector of the light guide arm. Plug it in and connect it correctly when you hear the sound of D. Align the cable connector above the light guide arm with the connector above the light guide arm and plug it in, then rotate it to tighten it. Align the cable connector below the light guide arm with the connector on the instrument and plug it in. If you hear a D sound, it is connected correctly. If it is necessary to adjust the angular direction of the weight, there is a black rotary button on the side of the light guide arm. First unscrew the 3 screws to remove the black cover. Then rotate the button counterclockwise. Rotate it until you see the metal rod. Press it firmly to adjust the angle of the weight. Adjust the weight to the right angle. The maximum can be adjusted up to 90. Release the button. Then rotate the button in the clockwise direction to screw it tightly. And then use the screws to fix the black cover. There is a black knob on the bottom that moves the counterclockwise weight up and clockwise weight down. Connecting the foot pedal. The top of the instrument there is a cover. Open the cover. Inside can be placed optional operating head. Water inlet. The instrument needs to be filled with water before it is turned on and used, and it is strictly prohibited to use it without water. There are 4 ports at the bottom of the back of the instrument. Unscrew the screw caps of the water inlet and vents. Inject about 10 liters of pure or distilled water into the instrument through the funnel until there is water overflow from the vents on behalf of the residents of the fall of water. When the vents no longer retains water, remove the funnel and screw the screw caps back. Go back to After the instrument is installed completely and leave full of water, connect the power supply. Break the funnel protection switch upward. Insert the key and rotate it to turn on the machine. Turn on and off by turning the key. The instrument has 4 modes. Picosecond. Tapping to have 2 modes: automatic mode and manual mode. Total 2 pages. Tap a have to switch. It is recommended to adjust the spot size on the focusing head according to the spot recommendations on the treatment items before entering the adjustment interface of the treatment items. Adjustment method of light spot. Hold the middle section of the focusing head, then push it upward. Rotate it to the left or right to select the desired aperture number, and then let go of it. The wavelength is displayed and the 1064 nanometers and 532 nanometers can be switched. The maximum energy value of 1064 nanometers is 800 mJ. The maximum energy value of 532 nanometers is 400 mJ. Spot size display. Frequency adjustment. Instrument water temperature display. Instrument water flow. Red aiming point switch. Counter display of light output can be cleared. The total energy of the punching point of the spot size of 400 mJ, 1064 nanometers, to -10 screen. The total energy of the punching point of the spot size of 400 mJ, 1064 nanometers, to -10 screen. Manual mode. Select the corresponding wavelength of the treatment head. Adjust the energy, spot size and frequency according to the operator's treatment experience. You can refer to the energy recommendation table. PTP. Directly enter the adjustment interface. Long pause. Directly enter the adjustment interface. Multi-pause. Directly enter the adjustment interface. Replacement of other optional heads. Rotate here to remove the focusing head. Unplug the cable and store the removed focusing head to prevent it from dropping and touching. Rotate and install the optional head on the light guide arm. Treatment head cleaning. During treatment, if there is pigment and other foreign matter splashed on the lens of the operating head, it will affect the light output and treatment effect. Rotate and unscrew this here on the operating handle, and use the microfiber cloth of the accessory bag to wipe the lens clean. Instrument drainage. First, remove the screw cap of the drain, the hose funnel inserted on the drain, and catch it with a container. Then open the screw cap of the overflow port. The drain will leave water until it is finished, and then screw the screw cap back on. Replacement of the filter cartridge. Press the black button with one hand, pull out with the other hand, and do the same on the other side to remove the old filter cartridge. Press the black button on the instrument to remove the transparent tube. Insert the transparent tube into the ends of the new cartridge, and then insert it into place. When you hear the sound of D, insert the transparent tube into both ends of the new filter cartridge and hear the sound of D that is inserted into place. Then insert the cartridge with the transparent tube in the direction of the installation arrow into the instrument and hear the sound of D that is inserted into place.